Welcome to another episode of the American Dream Traverse City. I'm your host, Brian McGillivray. Today we're on the Leelanau Trail, 17-mile long pathway that connects Traverse City with Sutton's Bay. Great views along the way. It's also an easy way to access one of my favorite wineries in northern Michigan, Shady Lane Cellars. So let's bike on over for a visit. The Leelanau Peninsula wine appellation hosts over 20 wineries between Lake Michigan and Grand Traverse Bay. Shady Lane Cellars is a little bit off the beaten track. This estate winery is a favorite among locals and wine aficionados for small lot, small production wines of distinct and award-winning quality. Started in 1987 with 11 acres of vineyards on a 100-acre farm that had previously grown peanuts, potatoes, peaches, and cherries since 1900. Shady Lane became a licensed winery in 1996. By 2001, after acquiring an additional 50 acres, they were able to handle the entire winemaking process with their estate-grown grapes. Today we're going to meet with Traverse City native Casey Wiersba, who left a successful winemaking career in Napa Valley to return home and lead the team at Shady Lane Cellars as head winemaker and general manager. We're pleased here today to be with Casey Wiersba. She's our head winemaker and general manager at Shady Lane Cellars, one of the original wineries on the Leelanau Peninsula. Tell me a little bit about the winemaking experience here in Leelanau.
Here in Leelanau, we can grow these fabulous vinifera variety wines because of our proximity to Lake Michigan. So the lake provides cooling in the spring, keeping the vines dormant.
You mean like today?
Yes, a lot like today. That way we don't get hit by frost and damage our vines. And then in the fall, the lake provides a heat source, so it actually extends our warm fall weather for ripening.
And you've got a really nice winery here, a little bit off the beaten track, but I have to admit, one of the things that really shocked me when I learned that your wine tasting room was actually a chicken coop. Tell me a little bit about the history of the farm and the chicken coop.
We have some really fantastic original buildings here on the property. So the chicken coop stone building is from the turn of the century. Property here is actually two turn of the century farms who focused on dairy production and tree fruit growing and potatoes, believe it or not.
One of the things I loved about coming here, besides your great wine, is that it's really a family atmosphere. It reminded me of my trip when I went to Italy and we went to a winery in Tuscany, family-owned winery, and the son was helping us taste wines. The grandmother was cooking in the kitchen. It was a great experience, but it was just welcoming, very unpretentious. And that's what I felt my very first trip and every trip since I've come here. Did that grow here organically or is it more by design?
That truly is what we want to do here. We want to create an atmosphere where people can come with their friends, their family. We welcome kids here and enjoy this experience. And in the process of enjoying the experience, making some memories, we want to help people find their favorite wines, find their favorite Shady Lane wines. And we want to do that in a really welcoming, relaxed, unpretentious atmosphere.
Let's talk about some of the wine and the wine you grow here. Let's head up to the vineyards and your barrel room.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay, great. Okay, we're in the barrel room and we're going to start talking about wine. Tell me a little bit about the different grapes you grow here and the kind of unique wines you make.
Yeah, so we grow two unique grapes from Austria, Blaufränkisch and Gruner Veltliner. And I actually have some Blaufränkisch here in this barrel that I think we should taste right now.
Okay.
This wine has been in since the fall of last year, so about 8 months now. In total, it will be in this barrel for about 20 months. We'll taste every single barrel and we'll make a blend of Blaufränkisch that is the most beautiful expression of this wine from 2023.
But you don't just taste it once, you taste it repeatedly?
We do. You know, wine it's kind of a living, breathing thing. It's important to make sure that the wine is stable, it's progressing and aging like we want it to. We have to visit every single barrel about every other month and make sure that the wine is aging just how we like it.
Well, let's give it a taste.
Yeah.
Tastes good to me.
Yeah, not bad for a really young wine too.
Yeah. I'm gonna finish this, I'm not spitting it out. Thanks for visiting with us today at Shady Lane Cellars, a must-stop visit on the Leelanau Wine Trail. And a little tip before I go, if you're like me and not up for a 34-mile bike ride, there's a public beta bus that runs. Will take you bike and all for one leg of your journey. I'm your host and community expert, Brian McGillivray, and this has been The American Dream.